Welcome to Vetted Conversations, coming to you from Media Row at Super Bowl 60. This is our roadshow series where we take the mission on the road and our bias for patriotism travels with us. Today, we're sitting down with Michael and Craig, two Vietnam veterans who actually met while working as poll workers in San Francisco County. They bonded over their shared love of continued service, and they're here to share why it's so important for veterans and military families. Make sure to stick around until the end for a surprise that left them speechless. We're your veteran and military family member hosts, bringing you the conversations that matter. So let's get into it.
I have the great pleasure of being joined by Michael and Craig, who are two Vietnam veterans and also veteran election workers in the state of California. Thank you both for coming down to Radio Row and joining us.
Thank you. You're welcome.
So tell me a little bit about, is this your first time here in this kind of experience?
In this kind of experience
for
me, yes, but I go back with the 49ers in the 70s.
Okay.
From Keysar Stadium all the way up.
There you go. So deep 49ers roots. What about you, Craig?
Same with me. 49ers back to Keysar Stadium in the 60s.
Very cool. And tell me a little bit about your military service for both of you.
Start Sergeant.
Well, I was Army 1965 to 68, Special Forces 67 to 68 in Vietnam, on 18.
How about you, Michael?
I was in the Navy January 65, and I got out November 68 on a ship. A reefer. We carried food, meat for the fleet.
Fantastic. And then tell me a little bit about how you both got started in working in the elections and then how you met.
Sarge?
My first election was George Bush Jr. election. I just started doing it. It's the kind of thing when you're in the Army or in the military, if you work for the government, you take an oath of service, oath to the Constitution.
Thank you.
And it rings a bell and stays with you. Now, when you go to work as a poll worker, you also take an oath to make sure you have a free and fair election. That's what we're all striving to do, to make sure there's honesty.
Well, with myself, when I retired from work and the elections came up, I said, you know what, I should do what work the elections. And somewhere along the way, Craig and I were in the same precinct. And from then on, I won't work for another supervisor except with Craig. We are a team. We've been in a team in the military. We're a team during the elections.
I love that. I love the connection between both of your experience in the military, how that carries through into your service as election workers. And yeah, I mean, I know obviously the 49ers are not playing in the game this year, though. I think it sounds like it seems like in the next couple of years they're gonna be returning to the game. But have either of you ever been to a Super Bowl before?
Super Bowl, no.
No, never been.
Never been to a Super Bowl.
Got it. Well, we have a couple special guests here who want to pass along a little message.
What's up, brother?
Hey, what's happening?
Hey, how are you? Hey, Nate Boyer. Nice to meet you.
Hey, how you doing, Nate?
Nice to meet you. It's my boy
I'm
Clint.
Nate's bodyguard. I'm Nate's bodyguard, Clint Bruce. Nice to meet you. How are you doing?
You in the Navy?
Yeah, yes, sir. Absolutely.
So am I.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. You were in the real Navy when men were made of iron and ships were made of wood.
I was a Green Beret as well. Yeah, but you're a real badass. You're in fifth?
Yeah, no, yeah.
What are you guys doing Sunday? You guys got plans?
Watching it on TV.
Oh, there may be a TV for you to watch it on.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo! I get this feeling. It's going to
You got
happen.
tickets to the game, baby.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
So you guys are going to the real Super Bowl.
With a seat? We
Going
don't,
to the real deal with the seats
we,
and
we
everything.
don't have to unfurl a flag or
The
anything?
tickets, you got to take these though. Super Bowl, sir.
Hey, Craig.
Good to see you.
No, I know he has some.
It's awesome.
How fun is that, huh?
This is awesome. This is
Well, it's
awesome.
deserved.
It is. Thank you.
You know, your era, your generation, y'all wrote the book that we all got
show
to
up
read
to the
from.
game
You
with
made
those giant tickets.
our time in service better with y'all's scholarship.
It's a photo op ticket.
And your lessons learned, man, you made it better for us.
Continue. They're all digital today.
Like I said, I was on a ship.
What were you on?
The Procyon AF-61, a reefer.
Yeah, AF.
AF.
Yeah.
We brought the meat to the fleet.
You're the ones in a convoy. We're like, don't hit the meat ship. The vegetable ship. You can take the vegetable ship. But don't sink the meat ship.
Meat to the fleet.
Here we go.
All right. Thank you, guys.
I heard this story. They became friends working.
That's the way to go. Hey, you know,
We'll make it an Air Force person.
people join the military.
We'll golf course while we're at it.
We'll borrow some of the Air Force golf course.
Join the election too. Military election. Look what you get. Woo!
We are honored to obviously have the opportunity to recognize both of you for your service in the military, your continued service after the military. You represent exactly what the entire country follows in terms of a lead of finding ways to engage and serve your community and serve your country, and you set a great example for our production.
One of the best things for me is meeting Craig, and we will only work together. When I sign up, I tell the city hall, the office, the election office, sign Craig up too, and then Craig, if he calls first, he says, sign Mike up too. We're a team. You know, we don't have to say anything. We can just look at each other and we know.
Yeah, this is San Francisco, you know. No.
No.
No, you can
This is San Francisco.
Yeah.
If you could send, go for it, Craig.
It's now, if you've never been to poll work, it's a very long day because the night before you can't wake up at 2:00 in the morning. You can't go back to sleep. You show up at 6:00. You set up your polling place. You work until 10:00 at night. At 8:00, when you close the polls, you have the responsibility of getting all the paperwork and the ballot posted outside, all the votes counted correctly, and everything sent away. You're exhausted, and you say to yourself, "I'm never doing this again." And then, prior to the next election, you get an email from the election service or they phone, and you start thinking, "Oh, all right, I'll do it one more time."
One more. We say we'll do this year.
And you don't regret it, except when you go home at 10:00 at night and you're exhausted, you go, "I'll never do this again." But it's the kind of service that everybody should do.
If you could make a pitch to a veteran or military family member, especially in the younger generation, about why they should serve as a poll worker, after their time in the military, what would you tell them?
Well, I tried to earlier. I talked about when you take an oath.
Yep.
And when it resonates, it stays with you. They're all your life. You take an oath to preserving the Constitution, and this is an opportunity to stay involved. And when you do it once, you want to come back and do it again because it's part of the process of being American.
I have one thing to say. You may have to cut this out, okay? I tell people about voting. If you don't vote, don't bitch. Period. You have no way to complain because you're not voting.
I'm not